Enja kesi yanko mahwefo ne Ghana fo nyina ha Pinax TV ema Bediako aba na ye hyensem na se e de ama odia na kyese abrante ba ko a Ghana ha waje ne din pa amanyosemu ne kyese investment ne talks any ade Kwame Bediako Cheddar ono enanifo ni dash screens ne so no. If you don't even remember anything about Cheddar, obeka is 2024 the new force afi obehu billboard na max ni ade bobo so hwanye sana the new force Cheddar woko contest in the name of the elections no ne ho abasem ebusua se de otimu se de ekoso wo Cheddar trimu na nyasem ketwa Cheddar ho abasem yie pa en Ghana here no nipa bebre nim se Kwame Bediako Cheddar de ehye no o sika pa enso nensem a efri high court eba no is not a pleasant one utum say Cheddar nani just nani abrese bibi no na information aye gada ne se ukopie mu ewo osu a Cheddar ewo one property ewo osu du osu dan kwase ko honoma unya hwe wonsa nifa so se benkum so no bo nse hotel kama very beautiful one esi honoma mo amotatwe mu ho ne de mbehu hotel na America no kama pa number 1 Oxford Street Hotel ye I'm say you can piski ne yanum kfaka krebi friwa number 1 Oxford Street sopa ewo so na me ne wo ka say kamia say the property no free Kwame Bediako Cheddar ensa esanse hwehwemu aya ne kire say sika bia wo kogye loan bia wakoje asebe wa default ewo loan so na loan wo je no ode number 1 Oxford Street Hotel no na wode menka ne se collateral na se bibisa na wode kwaji sika no na sabrede sika no wentimi entry na se bresusu obetua no we default on payment na sem na kopie mu ewo court ensem ne kwa de sha se wa ama no ne court ansa ba be pie mu ewo Ghana hanum se ya because of 14.9 million with interest any idea that's what Cheddar defaulting no say no ye kire mu anache se abrante anase dwumeku Kola Holdings Limited omo no de loan no ma Cheddar besinde wontimi entua ye ntine senti no company no Kola Holdings for no wo mo edensem no akopie mu okota ni amano dodu eno mo yi ne se enka wono na onko take over building no until say do metimi ayafa hunomu ebeyewi enti court no enkrata ye no na ye dia two screens no so dia ma say in the Superior Court of Judicature in the High Court of Justice Commercial Division in the High Court no divisions ahodo ewo ho in the Commercial Division no wo mo etina nsem we eso a wo mo de krata we aba o say in the matter of an application for a warrant for assistance under Section 64 of the Borrowers and Lenders Act 2020 Act 1052 enti se emranimu no na wo magina so a wo mo take a decision way nti wo sha wo say in the matter of the application by Ni Amano Dodu receiver stroke manager of number 1 Oxford Street Hotel Accra and Kola Holdings Limited for a warrant for police assistance to realize security right of Kola Holdings Limited. Intina chese Kwame Bediako Cheddar court na nsem no so ekoye se we defaulted in the $14.9 million a okoje ye wo so tua na wentimi antua no na was se wo mo the building no number 1 Oxford Street Hotel na wo de koye collateral de koje loan no de emma the Kola Holdings and Kola Holdings nso Ni Amano Dodu se wonkoje na asa akwaye banta omo mpese omo de be man nti nsem ni kopie mu court ni se de ya ma Ni Amano please assistant wo de take over the running of affairs of Cheddar ni hotel no and you shall say Ni Amano Dodu ono the first applicant and he's the receiver and manager of number 1 Oxford Street Hotel Accra 4th floor Allied Heights Olusegun Obasanjo Highway, Abelempe, Accra. And then the second applicant, Kola Holdings Limited, Apartment 1, 1 to 2 Coach and Horses Yard, London. And versus respondent, Kensington Residential Partners Limited. So company no Cheddar dear. House number 18 Julius Nyeri Street Avenue, Lincoln Osu, Accra. Inti we mo ena case no efa wo mo eho. Inti ye case ni mo or say order for the issue of a warrant for police assistant to realize security right of second applicant. Inti no ni amano dodu said den kansem no makeka kodro na say no number 1 Oxford Street Hotel no abeka inside was will take charge of it, but I say acquire me prehu between the Kingston Residential Partners the current managers of the number 1 Oxford Street. Intuition must say upon reading the affidavit of Niamano Dodu of 4th floor Allied Height Olusegun Obasanjo Highway, Abelempe, Accra, filed on the 21st day of July 2026 in support of motion on notice of the issue of a warrant for police assistance to realize security right of second applicant, section 64 of Borrowers and Lenders Act 2020, Act 1052. International so muhwe mu no ni amano na wode sa enkrata ne ko se wohia security assistance and as police assistance said be ya Kola Holdings for wo mo warrant ayede am so munko take over the number 1 Oxford Street no ebetimi aye enforced because kame say menteme ho ase bi abemo say. And upon hearing Chachuchi Kata Esquire with Tata Kosi Foliba Esquire counsel for and on behalf of the application hearing, and upon hearing Bobby Banson Esquire with Isaac Atrefi Mensah Esquire, counsel for and on behalf of the respondent hearing who is opposed to the application. Enti na chese bebia ansem na kodro no muhwehwe proceedings are also previously no emuno. It is hereby ordered that that leave be and is hereby granted the applicant for a warrant for police assistance directed at the regional commander of police Greater Accra region be issued to realize the security right of the second applicant in respect of the property in Ghana known as number 1 Oxford Street, Accra, which is the company of the respondent hearing, given under my hand and the seal of the High Court of Justice, Commercial Division, Accra, 21st day of July 2026. Inti pe krate ye da screen si sui die na chese bibia edi dase se the number 1 Oxford Street Kwame Bediako Cheddar ne dia one of the properties one cry hanum say no say de ejumekuo Kola Holdings no mo issue sikasema na nke wo say Kwame Bediako Cheddar for fele ni sika wokogye of 14.9 million US dollars a we default no wo mo sa dan no because of the security and no de kogye that particular amount of money as say no ontimi entua into ontimi ntua ne de Kola Holdings for ahye ni amano Dodu ensa say one rania until further notice. And they say no dear, it's not like permanently no ayo mo dear, but then for now no, because it was a security a year with the court J sikane dear, it was so jemu na one jemu de da court ne MR warrant no. Obube jemu mube jemu no ase akwaya twema mentwi ne ade a wo mo pese wo mube jemu enu nti na ni amano Dodu eni Kola Holdings eden nsem ni kopie mu high court say wo mo ehia please assistance nti say de wo mo ekọ biaye hono ma number 1 Oxford Street Hotel wo su no. If they are going to go there, then they are going there with the police. And they say Cheddar eni nejuma efo ne yo mwadwen say wo pese wo mo play stubborn in giving access to ni amano Dodu ene Kola Holdings ene na chese a police phone so ede omo ho ebeden ebegimu bi enti prempren de Cheddar ni sika wo ni jatani ade jata bruwa bedi hian so de pa bi hian ne de Cheddar ne property we de free nensa anesa ebinum chese how come say I said Cheddar was sika ni ade de e ba ne sen na wutumi fall into an issue like this. But e bi twem a esikafo bebre was krom hanum say no borrowing ne investment ne sika bi say no mo gege invest your businesses ni ade and they return it into no ukoji bi na say wantimi am for failure aya na ensem ebe chire no ebi enie ye be di chire na yamamo update ewo ho. Now yanko Bank of Ghana akache mene woka say ade bi koso ewo Ghana hanum say ya enipa bebre ebo ndwo mo obekọ na trotrof mate for complaining dwadifo complaining ni ade na say ye won krofo bi okrodwem hanum say ya currency a yedi sika yedi wo krodwem hanum say no wo mo no mo selected de mo beje so what they told there or mobeje what they sisa wo mo ade o mobeje ni o monye particularly 20 pesos no say ukofo ka akra na ebia ukra 50 pesos na 20 pesos mienu ne 10 pesos ba kwa mate timi ka tell say onye sika no onje because eno odokoto ade a o monye eno de sisa obi o monye ofo taxi who dey man taxi driver utimi de 20 pesos bako 5 equate 1 cedi ekoso de koto ade ese ye nje adan na de sisa wo monye na say 20 pesos ni ni biem che so mama na say sika ni bi wo ho no ma elusu value na no na ensem a abobo aba e kire say no wa ye de sika be brew Ghana sika bia say 1 cedi coin say 20 pesos coin say sika bia de be ma wa eye Ghana sika ye de be ma be ka say wonye no ene ke hunu say 3 years obeje ya wan kodemu 3 years a betimi afine o ena say so say the Ghana say enche honi ye chichim krofo no obeye ho stubborn na say passenger bi na say adetoni bi so ko report ni e chiwde a ene ka hu say waso be hye na krata aba e chechensem ni mu no ye the better screens ni so e de amawa e chrem say ne be edro no obia ema nani ena ho we every Bank of Ghana ena eba o say Bank of Ghana notice to the public rejection of Ghana cedi coins, obligation to accept legal tender and applicable criminal sanction. Into the same idea, omo she Ghana for yen nyina say coins no say 5 pesos, 10 pesos, 20 pesos. Since Bank of Ghana mbeka say 5 pesos ye edi 10 pesos ye edi 20 pesos ye edi no coin we ye egu screen sisui ye de bia ba se ye de twadea genebo call na wasumunyo nyasa ye fine o anase ye bechi watum ya nchi wantum so anim enu ina etimi kabom de soa enti umpa ho asem atum hufo. Now see the Bank of Ghana has noted with concern the widespread and persistent refusal by traders, transport operators and other business entities to accept the 1 peso, 5 peso, 10 peso, 20 peso and 50 peso coins, as well as the 1 cedi and 2 cedi coins in payment for goods and services. It's what I say no. The rone go and someone amanfo akeka na me koto ade me di 20 pesos ko yanje ni me de 1 cedi ko o manje ni o moate na se no ho asem ene ye be hwa aka no. And was said the notice follows the recent Bank of Ghana notice number BG Gov Sec 2026-17 dated 14 July 2026 on the misuse, abuse and illegal handling of Ghana cedi banknote and coins. Whereas that notice addressed on physical misuse and defacement of the currency. This notice addresses the separate and equally serious matter of the unlawful refusal to accept coins issued by the bank as legal tender. Ye ka se bibi a legal tender na che say something that ye nyina ya gya tum ana say emrada ho a ya gya tum e wo Ghana ha say ye de bedi dwa ye de beto ade ye de be what ya say exchange of goods and services. Enti ebinum ho no ma omo misuse ska no omo abuse ska no ubekọ no 1 cedi no wa na che say wo de jabudie ni ade paper no ye ne poto sika ne edu kra nya kono ni na misuse ebinum omo tututu ska na no omo be kan mo amututu ska gu nkrofo ho de mo de bi ye bouquet ni ade mo fodi sika no edi ye bouquet no musafo ni nyina mo nsem eda ho eno na Bank of Ghana chem says ade bi a ya gia tumu say e boba kra ye de ba si ya gia tumu emrama ho kwan say ebetimi de boba ato ade wo say oje enti Ghana ha sika mpanimfo gia tumu si ye de bedidi hu dwade bi atoto ade aye ho no obi ani hu kwan so obeka say onje. Now, say the bank wishes to remind the general public that all coins issued by the Bank of Ghana remain the lawful currency of the Republic of Ghana and must be accepted and treated in accordance with the Bank of Ghana Act 2002, Act 612 as amended, the current Act 1964, Act 242, and other laws in force. Into say ne dear, omujirema ye coins na ye di okrom ha say no. Ya gye atum ni nyina every 1 peso or say 5 peso e kopem eye 2 Ghana cedi coin no. Ebi eni wonu ma obeka se wonye. Ye de to ade e wo se usom na woje. Enti mra no de omudi aba anie ena we no ejina Ghana mra so ena omotimi di san hyehyeye aba. So the legal tender status of coins. All coins issued by the Bank of Ghana, including the Peswa denomination, remain valid legal tender for the settlement of debts and the conduct of transactions throughout Ghana and have not been demonetized or withdrawn from circulation. Enti mo amone na mo amoka se na coins ni ye jedi 5 peso square they say ye ni bie 1 peso ye ni bie no any 20 peso ne nkeka ho no ye kire mu a Ghana ha de ye da so di pa e wo krom ha. That is what the Bank of Ghana is saying. That money is still being accepted in Ghana. You gusu di it gusu de to ade you gusu de didi ehudwa any ade ade enti se obi di bi ba e wo se usom because Bank of Ghana enyamfa ensem bia meto monte so e kire mu se ye jedi. 2. No trader, transport operator, business entity, or individual has the discretion to unilaterally refuse to accept these coins in payment for goods and goods services or other legitimate transaction on grounds of inconvenience, low value, or personal preference. And they say, so we are the Tony, so we dredini, so we are shenkani, so we did and as we did a jumabia who juma, as Sikafa on Semwa, or Becase, the Sikabia brown to onye because a wound is Sika way there, would the sister will be a 1 year and go for says Canocrano, a shed a moon shed and ye drew beam, and I be a wood dear, made them and pep coin, mamma pepper, there be, yes, say, Nisadian, ye trim, what be po once more about Quayeno, I should show her near Cosum. And you know your criminal liability for refusal to accept legal tender. Inti sikabi edebema bia 1 year asotwe wo honi. The following act constitute an offense and are punishable under the Currency Act 1964, Act 242. Inti yehwemu dia na chese sese no nhyehyeye omode aba no nso no omugina mra so ena omode eba. Inti yehwemu ade di kan. Refusing to sell an article to a buyer simply because the buyer is paying with coins or notes, except where that particular coin or note is no longer legal tender. Intino say ye disika bebreo. Na obeka se sika no onye. Wa brekura eye coin na paper o de o chese won agye Bank of Ghana obeka se saskan ye jedi ebia old currency no 500 ni 200 ni bidi ene fine but say new currency ye dia say obi anyam be kan che say sika we ye jedi ni de ba o se usom. Now 2, where a person is convicted of this offense, the penalties include into ye chiwa asutwe ni 1, imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years. Enti wakwa 3 years ne embro bia betimi etwa 2 months betimi etwa 3 4 5 6 7 1 year 2 years 3 years ubetimi etwa. 2, a fine ye betimi etwa sika butre bi dia to so ama watua se koba ne se ho ukodi fo e wo bibi mu tisese ya de tosom yensa both imprisonment and a fine. And to tia ye na ade ne de wasem ne ginsem de ne ye du kotu me 3 years ani atwabo ama no wasem atua e de aka ho. Deliberately encouraging, helping or instructing another person to commit this offense. For example, a business owner who instructs staff to reject coins is punishable in the same way as if that person had committed the offense in person. And to say we be wadwuma na waka kire wadwuma yefo ne se obi ode coin bebe bia menje a wo adwuma ne ode ano nso ode eda so ense wo so betumi atwa 3 years and betumi atwa boa ma na 3 years no ne assign the coins wasan atwie sika aka ho ana se otetro mu na obi twa we be a once the 20 pesos na say mate ni so onja mate menje ne say kra no coin no ene wo say nipa no de ka hu say wo kra wo asem e mobo chen mate na ni mate ni nyina mo ko benkrum enti ensem aba no say a person found in the act of committing this offense may be arrested without a warrant. Enti we ya chi wanya afa na obebusa say police warrant when say me to trotro mu na mate me ma osika na ase wonje metumi si form ko police eje o car number me tro car number na mdu koma police ni eche wa enkobisa police ni ne say na we de na wo a eche say obetumi abechi me asem we de ye eche a ye hia warrant to say de you. Compliance and enforcement. The public is strongly advised to desist from the rejection of coins issued by the Bank of Ghana. Persons and businesses who persist in this conduct may be subject to arrest, persecution, fines, or imprisonment in accordance with the law. The Bank of Ghana shall work closely with the Ghana Police and other law enforcement agencies to enforce this law and shall ensure that appropriate action is taken against any person or business found culpable of rejecting coins. And the Bank of Ghana say omone Ghana Police Service omo omontoma bebontumam na afi de wose omo no omo ayenti why e beche wo no na emrano enu wedi ni nwenwen se obeka se coin onye ne de omabom dawro ni ye kan it wanye na ye che odi a waso be hye. Now, members of the public who encounter difficulties in this regard are encouraged to report such instances to the nearest Bank of Ghana office, to the Ghana Police Service, or through the bank's official communications channel. And they say, "Oh, mama, ye hu kwan. Si enjina, si edi sika betua bibi no obi beka so onje. Say ye mate, say ye dwadini, ubetimi akọ any bank biya, Bank of Ghana office biya, and as a police station biya be hu no akọ report nipa no na police phone so omo di nipa ni dwuma because sika biya wo krom ha biya no yegusu edi. Now, the Bank of Ghana calls on all individuals, businesses, and institutions to support these efforts by accepting and handling the national currency in all its denominations responsibly and in accordance with the law. In the Zene, Obie Nimran so, a Fagani Sikan Hono, Yedikan Becam, and Fabin Koye bouquet, money bouquet, Koye surprise, Yechiwa, and ye was so a besh into Quaincy a good dear. 5 pesos ane kraka ho ye de beto ade a me de 5 pesos mienu ba 10 pesos and na me de beto ade wo so utimi eje emane ye nti sade a emra no sesei e be ye adwuma Ghana police fo nso aye krado e de twemu ensem we Bank of Ghana and womo ede krata we ababeto join the word to a wise is enough. Now, ensem foforo emu no a lot has happened in July die ensem akoso doso na emu ntokwane ade enrada abusia in central for yanti asemude ni nyina ne se ya ye nua bema DJK wo ye adwuma wo eye Kumasi Kesben FM niti anye yi amasebe ni leak tape bi abeto mountain so na Gen Z fo ni millennial fo ya be di abusia yaji yanti leak yeti leak a ye ntwempo hu adekro eni eye nyina obi chese omunyina chese internet ne so is buzzing eno anu otwene kakra wo Twitter ni nyina ne se the leak tape bi a oni abaye bi sebe no omo sepe omo hu odem na ye video no ababeto emonten so na manfo hwe na ebinumu kirem a we de eyenimguase papa sebe ebe affect ne career ebe affect ne dignity ne reputation any ade wa munim se de san ne manema we etie e wo krodue mu me no ka say wo de achew pa abeto dwa wo pa chew say oh the see bia yenya mani nka chire mu se die se nti we shall say official apology to the public. I DJKA sincerely apologize to my family, friends, fans, listeners and the general public for the recent video that has circulated online. I take full responsibility for my actions and the pain this has caused into Chima wopanabusuan ne namfofo ne fans ne tiefo oh the general public ya pena sem nyina no opaya chew wagene mfom so atum na we de ya papa and I idea beto so say I want to clearly state that the video was recorded 4 years ago during a very difficult and private period of my life into Chima video no krenye ne dio enye ne kra be ye emfie 9 nie na video yi sebe no odi ampamu agora ukoye ya enen ede na beto nsemu na se obi nim da achi asem na ebi nie o o say does not reflect who I am today. I have grown, learned from my mistakes, and I remain committed to being a better person. As I say ne de uhwemu a na obon homodia se obema yate ase se video no enkyere ne bobre anane ni pesu a woye sisi a se de woye ni pafoforo kra a sebe wasisa every day akoso ni nyina emu and continuing to serve you through my work. I humbly ask for your forgiveness, understanding, and continued support as I navigate through this moment. DJKA radio presenter into a patch o achopa ne de utumi so oguso a wo pa ensakra ka foforo bi nso eno nso ya patch oni bia ne so utumi se ye official apology ne ye wo normal apology we normal apology official apology no wa wo sha Kesben for logo eda so kama ese omunyina support womo employee no nti wo se Kojo Edu popularly known as DJKA, public apology. I wish to offer my sincerest and unreserved apology to my family, friends, fans, followers, employer, colleagues, associates, and the general public regarding the viral video currently in the public domain. In this say na chopandi ebiaso ye nyina ye so abusuafo adofo nejuma mu mpanimfo nejuma ye fo ni omo ye adwuma che said the entire general public because enipa etie no doso kotoso obolu manwom wote sana na say aye kama so we de ti anye yo say I take full responsibility for my actions. Recording the video was a serious error in judgment, and I deeply regret the decision that led to this unfortunate incident. And to Chima, the dikai sabe uko dimpamu agura uko chadi ayeten o de yeten to chemu dia if sa video no kro ye ne ho no wanya de o say I sincerely apologize for disappointment, embarrassment, and concern my actions have caused everyone affected. And they say o chemu dia o pacho pa sabe nipa bebre be di ne ho yawo bebre nso ani be wudi amano oh ye ne awu amano enra say no tim sensentrofo ni bia wo mo ben wo mo penasem bebre have taken to their post their pages and posting about how embarrassed and disappointed are de amano. I say I respectfully ask the public to disregard reports suggesting that I intentionally circulated the video, acted out of frustration. Or say ebinumu kika say onwa ne Cheddar and what the video no koto yet say shall free Snapchat Snapchatting boy enti when e shall say enyo no ene do koto wan Cheddar kra say what they call aqua to honum into will be a betty bibiano won't chambo. Now say while I accept full responsibility for my mistake, I do not want misinformation overshadow the fact. Into waja to mudie nanso one percent atrobia beba sem ne ho. No cry woman say and you no ne share that say what the edit to and I be tete into wakope ediakoto ho. I wish to take this opportunity to assure all and sundry that the portrayal of this unfortunate situation in the social media space is not what I represent and that of the brands I work with. This situation has taught me new lessons in life and have taken them in my strides with the hope of becoming a better person. Inti say ni de was reset wo mo companies a wo ne ye adwuma brands ne ade a wo ye advert ne ade mo no wo nken hunu se de asie no enkyere ne nipa banya. Oh yeah. To everyone who has reached out with prayers, encouragement, and support, I sincerely thank you. Your kindness has given me strength during this difficult time. Once again, I offer my heartfelt apology to everyone affected. I humbly ask for your forgiveness and the opportunity to earn back your trust through my actions. Thank you. Intino Chema. Moi friend na se be mo de mo wa akoma panti no mo de nsempa ene eyo odo e de kekere ne re no oda mo nyina ase DJK se nyame nhira mo na afi mo mfa ne mfum so enchen no na ensem we ba ye no abusua aye nsem bebre na nipa ba kwa baba bonten abekasa DJ KA ne yenko brebo fresh tuber abekire mu se de nsem ne esifa ba ya na se de video no ebeton bonten so a wochiri ma yesusu se DJ KA na wo fa ase bi na enam ne nsa so ma video no ekoto Snapchat a obi nsu ko hu ya wono nso start se wo share se mekan Ghana de nyina ye ni leak ehu na akoba ne se yenkotie ensem a DJ KA ne yonkun edeto mountain so
for amazing form me dem say am for record anopano na me hu video no girl bi ne share ma snap hu na me yem share me ti me man free KA because na me nim how me cheche ma che no ana me free ko mfante me friend na wa amfa ti later no be friend back na say bro dey na ekoso no say ono ko nim dey ekoso na me say me hu KA as give you no say ay sana na yem share no ti me dem ni din komo na me ka chen say on free KA no mbo KA ma ne ti ona KA be friend me back say tubo ampa o satana ne maame e wo ne nchen wo se ne maame yo hema ana so tubo enru anwumre ana early za to kura de ed chere me but tubo video no that time na me was Silver FM o free Silver so 4 years in that time no or Silver FM but according to KA na asem no ka chere me ne say o se phone ko di ne wo faase bi wo say ne kura senya ne kura me ne menim eti no se ne wo faase ni mo ene post video no e wo snap but that time ni papa ko pena na ahwe which is work bi nso no so was Silver FM ho na work bi na ahwe ahono na the manager friend say na de be na wa post no say oh on ko hu nto ko hwe na ampa ya post ana ko delete video no afi o delete video na no hu say ya record snap so be record wa hu o hwe na ya record video ana obusa nega ne say na obi ama friend maka asema chem na record no say enye me na record you na mo manager na record ye ana friend manager na say oh enye live ya nko ba bia na den into a free Silver dia aba Kesben no ene so ma release video say quite fast video na ba drop it up no ana akofa sansem nyina aba wo
oh Charlie
tubo we dia on chi ne manager ni ntum
tubo oba Kesben say ache
at in terms of 4 years ago 4 years ago video oba Kesben ko get into 2 years ni
into blackmailing for what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They now blackmailing.
On we bibia no jai say adwuma na na e call different.
Kojo say oh good.
And Oja is watch it. Why now? Why now?
Kojo say KO. What's me my life at the moment? And anytime I say me the number them out. That one kasa de on na kasa. Now we're breaking it down at you. Ye mu bi won man e betimi afa ite kakra ma no.
Yeah. Na say me ade bia here no kore. Me video kwa to me face me say
video no na kasa on because post in there why mistake and no dear one try. Yeah. No kasa video in there one try. That one dear.
Tubo me pacho no fast no ya kra na say panyin dey post video.
Enti me ka kire say asem on no ka kire me no. Minim so panyin so ya kra minim so on kasa so na nza boss so that one I don't know.
Some mistake we there.
Remember some can the minimum.
Snapchat.
Bro. So far as say ade no, or e beto Snapchat no. Ye hu recording wo so de. Na nipa ko no recording ye na de buy because nipa ko no recording for what? On recording wo delete. How can you record someone's video? Who recording ye dey?
That boy, so also they have to snap on them there. Undimi nka say
we send their public. Some na ye can say ohun nipa na record ye no. Ama nipa ko no wa was ada na record ye.
Also enko ba bia na also say the police case that time
to more holding responsible because ono na amade na ba out.
Because I don't mean that say I don't know be a record. So one post here I record bro. So wanna make sure.
I've been posting me video and I'm using one record it. One record it my approach is that I record it delete it. And I also know like baby and I mean
Stasi can Matthias say o person say o dey to public na dey o betime video but what you know our approach you dey
any other video than me naked me ni obeda
Ebusianchemu a eba no chese na chese eye DJKA enyo no ana eposi ade na wo faase bi na chese the former workplace Silver FM manager wo honom ni colleagues bi na say omo pese umugu na ni masu se den yo na makofa ho akọ record ade na de abeto monten so ama ne eliki ebedru say that is what we are gathering but then instead nim say no kre say enye no kre den nyina mu no Captain Caesar wono de asemi bai waso mu say twitwe ene se de wo bobbo bi ede ma DJKA na nya asem ketwa obeka sa den Captain Caesar woni DJKA wa asem wana because said there asem no wafa no eni susundodo na wo bobbo abrante na chi obi asebe awrehosem ato ni sei na uye ni sei di aden yenkotie Captain Caesar member
DJKA me pewasem but se wajimi ese e katero se wajimi azigina epie no wazigina trend ne de me ka no kura tero wachiguo waye nkura no ma uko be 50 years udi twa na record akoda ne so ya akoda bone be ma yedi na no na ejeje ho ni penufuo no fanufuo ne tomanum obetwu no fo ma onufu ni na atie agu DJKA enkuda de enkuda nketo de na ye wo de ene se wazigie pie yo obi a woni monyam sei krofo bu sei udi lumba nyum saa na odi di nkuda no udi di enkuda no na panyin na udi twa nkuda be record ya ma ko panyi ko jimi ai me di wotemo wa jimi yo and me yada but wa jimi me ka to so wa jimi ye wa ye di wo gun woni ma se kwatie kura ne tintin yesai obe kura kwatie enka no obani person ofosia na DJKA kwate kana kuma na so enka akoma no ana oni ejeje ho oho oba na wo fuse dawuro wanya de o wogu radio presenters obi animase obi a obu bia no ma ne nsa asifom obi odi ani de ma obi no ogu nanimase papa panyini udi nkuda na o record udi nkuda na o record una o record una phone kutaw ade akoda na di no akoda no so ye bad bitch ha akoda no de masa mihia o board party na se on the 8th of August nyameboa next month ye shia Saturday e will land in Black Ferry Pier Samini summer board party unto take it there me £50 and as a link in my bio wadama aziginu pe bia hwa wadama die me why mema bia hwe wanya dio me yadan but we jimi he papa panyi pa chale enyo bia chese owani monyam bia nanim nyansa o obonu mani monyam na draw nanim but we jimi ta na adwi hu se tem
abusia enti Captain Caesar eno no nso abobi ede ama DJKA ni nyina aka ho yenim se ebrepam no it will die off. That is how Ghana ensem etie wa ha sem ne beba bebre no obi ka bi den a ebe die off na afi asumnua ba nti DJKA we de kafra pa ewo asem we eho now ye free DJKA nsem no so ye consem for so currently it looks like the cyber vetting and enforcement team are yate ewo krodem han wo mani abre papa wo mo ye adwuma because they say ya bre minim Ghana TikTok na ye I don't know how Ghana for ye use TikTok. Ghana is either we are using TikTok to fight, expose ourselves, edidi nkofo atem chese ebinumu be putting good use of TikTok by teaching ya de ye kroma de edi ye new and amanfo si TikTok no mu di mpanimfo atem no mu di amampani atem chese obi a no mu didi na tem ye hu for some time now no be enaba akomienu miense ne ya chi nkofo be 3 or 4 wo madidi mampani atem bisu akodi Dr. Mahmoud Baomi atem ne ade me ne ka say 49-year-old Rita Kunedu bebre na nim no TikTok as mama one ya cheno na chia ya cheno no efa sa ensem we bia eho se wakotena TikTok na wodidi mampani John Dramani Mahama attempt together with Lodina Mahama and then the cyber vetting and enforcement team akwako tebri na ene womo ede na akwako piemu ewo court. Now ye beko akoshe a throwback of ensemo a wokeka ye edifa mampani hu a ene ama yakwa akoche no ye ba ye beto aso
kwasiaba ate se lordina me am ye kwasiaba me hu hwiam papa me kunu atena me ho so many years na enso lordina me kunu kwafa ma Cheddar o enso lordina enam se na ha mu kankan ti ene ne hu kankan ene ne moto mu kankan ene oni good smelling scent nti no ne kunu bie so rough of ma ya no bo ma todwa ah papa no wo ya mawo kwasia pani be ma hwe wo se te sakrantie wo se te se enkankabi
abusiafo enti no mama 1 retakunedu 49-year-old mama me pani ente se utimi so TikTok si wanim na okeka nsem sei edefo obi maame ho obi yere ho se ne ho bon ni ade sebe se nya TikTok aba amanayefo a obi enya credit a utimi tobie no utimi tena okeka de ope ede kire mpanifo a enka maame wuhia no one on one na se de wutie obetimi ne na kasa and it's becoming unbecoming ti amanfo ani ajepa se at this point, the cyber vetting and enforcement team no omashe omadwuma omashe muden na omocheche nkrofo cause omanya ne sa ebejensem at some point sebe akrakra de phone man no TikTok a ohu ade papa bia mponye den emfemfiri honum tie nei maame no omo ache no a omde na kwakopie mu ewo court no kopie mu court no de ba ye enese omo granting a bail of 50,000 Ghana cedis no onipa ye de na kwakopie mu court no kra no chese onye remorseful abusia na ne I will die for my party ne we hia MPP chema untimi kura koda afiase say I will die for my party and amanfo twabon wo internet ne so say na maami we pa na ni bresem asem abaya sebe wo besonson hwin and I will die for my party and ne ayampia de say wo moto bi mana ya ni yenkwa he de si ye e wo court ho emra
the big six. Party. So me, Mama 1, I stand for my party, and I will die for my party. God is my witness. Thank you. Hey.
Any MPP fuanya the new big sis you Kwame Nkrumah ne ho mu firi honom de ene say we are building the new was the big sis wo mu gina mo party into ono nso say no ono ene the big one a wo gina e de ama ne party say the be ya ne party no eni bebanyam obewu ama ne party politics can do a whole lot of things. I just don't want to talk too much about this issue yenko other issues eba no na chese say there Ghana police for so boy adwuma cyber vetting enforcement boy adwuma no na Ghana police so boy adwuma no ada de betu dwa se kwabenya eyade o makoche Nigeria fo bi a yesusu se wo mo human trafficking just wo mo kran crofoni fi Nigeria ba no mo abehye machines am mo in the cyber bullying no mu guso ene update for fraba ene se kopie mu wo Bunu East manto no emu a kwan poto bompe highway no so no kro no sem bia koso ama se bo magim kofo sika fiam nsem ne no ena Bunu East police command o mabo mo homodina aye hwehwemu ama o nsa aka emrantie ensia wo mu esusu se sa nipa bonefo sem ya kro no sem we course wo kwan no so no wo mo ena wo mu edi mu akotene ye be wa kwhwe krata efri Bunu East police command ho eba efa wo mu operation no ho Entikrata no every Techiman Bunu East region, the regional headquarters Ghana Police Service, or say arrest of 6 suspects in connection with robbery at Poto Gurumpe Highway. Enti quantum pon kese wo ho no e na tese omo de omo ayere omo ho na omo akobom ho adwa no mu wia nkrofo e wo ho na nei police for akoso wo mu emu. Now say the Bunu East Police Command wishes to inform the public of a robbery incident and the swift action taken by the police personnel that led to the arrest of all suspects involved and the retrieval of the stolen money. Into mbezo ma ye nyina yenya ye ho ntiase se kronosem bi akoso na police for no so de omo de ahohare ene ntem so aduaduo mu a amanipa omo susu se omo ho bon sa kronodie mu no omo achi omo ene sika omo ewiaye no so no omo ensetimi aso sika ni mu. Now on the 19th July 2026 about 20:30 hours, that is about 8:30 no, police personnel on duty at the Portal Police Barrier under the Kintampo Police Division received intelligence that a robbery was in progress a few meters away from the barrier on the Portal Grumpe Highway. In Tomuchemwa, 19th July, be enumere, be say 8:30 muhonum, ena police fonya nenteye. Se barrier ewo poto no ewo ebenkin tampo police division no omo enkronodie bi ekoso around that side honoma and I just police phone so omo bom homodin nti o say a team of police personnel swiftly responded and moved to the robbery scene. On arrival, about 4 suspects fled into the bush. However, the team arrested Abdul Sadat Ali, aged 24 years. Driver of a Toyota Voxy with registration number AS 154125 into muchemo mukodru honomo no emu eninde omude omhu kenwura edwane koe na nso ne nyina mu no abranti a wedding finchi eduanan eduonu 9 24 years and din ede Abdul Sadat Ali a woye shenkani a wotwi e Toyota Voxy a registration number no AS 154125 no wo mu ensaso nimu. Now said during preliminary interrogation the driver mentioned Samad Ishaka, age 24, driver of a Kia Rhino number AS 733723 as part of the robbery gang. Police arrested him accordingly. To muchema, wamuchi Sadat no omototo na no and wade tu just say enipa ba akwa ye friend Samad Ishaka wonunso de 24 years wonunso ye driver wutwi Kia Rhino wonunso eka gang na omuwi ade no ntia police for nentem eche no. Further investigations revealed that Yahaya Seidu, age 35, owner of the Kia Rhino, had instructed his driver to convey him to Buipe to purchase cattle. Enti hwehwemu eba chire ne chiremu wopania ne din ede Yahaya Seidu wedi mfinhye aduasannum 35 wono na Kia Rhino na Samad etwi ne ne dia na wokase woni ne nkɔ Buipe na wonkoto enwan mani bi. Now, said the driver, knowing his boss was carrying money, conspired with 5 others to rob them on the highway. Can you imagine? Armed with a toy pistol, the suspect trailed the Kia Rhino and its occupant, caught up with them after the Portal Police Barrier and robbed them 300,000 cedis in cash. And Kia Rhino no driver na wotwi no owner no Yahaseidu no won notice say ne master so woko Buipe akoto enwan ma no ene wono ne nkofo enum hyehye say wo mo de toy pistol ebeko akwakosi ne boss no so na wo mo age sika ewo ni nsem te eno no mo ye nti wo mo pa Portal Police Barrier no ho pe ena wo mo maka no nso di akire ena ni wo mo koje 300,000 Ghana cedis edi efri wo mo master no ho a woko Buipe akoto enwan emma no. Can you just say wow wo ye adwuma ma obi no wasan afa ho ne nkofo kwohyehyɛ na mo awia no. Police counter-terrorism personnel together with the local police patrol team pursued the fleeing suspect into the bush and arrested all 4 suspects, namely Abdul Rahman Mashood, age 21, Ashigri Avuka, age 25, Awini Stephen, age 19, Faisal Salifu, age 26. Enti omo di omo hu kenwura mu dwane ye no police for counter terrorism personnel nso de omo hu kenwura eta omo an omo koche omo na omo che Abdul Rahman Mashood already 21 years na Ashigri Avuka onso de 25 Awini Stephen edi 19 Faisal Salifu edi 26 enti nkranketenkete etese mu se sika pudu ente se mo de kwaye den eza sem won wempenipo nipa and a penny wasem. Now, a search conducted on the suspect led to the retrieval of 300,000 Ghana cedis robbed from the victim. During interrogation, the suspect admitted they trailed the Kia Rhino from Offenso in the Ashanti region and carried out the robbery at Poto in the Bono East region after they had been hinted by suspect Samed Ishak. Into muchirema wamoto omubu di Kia Rhino nechi Kia Rhino driver no ane de gig ne koye no omudi ka nechi a efri eye Asante memu Offenso ene omudi kopie eye Poto ekodi isa nyamransem no na ade eye yanso musu agi se sikapudo yi edi efri ono ane master ensem. Or say all 6 suspects have been detained and are assisting police with investigations. He said the omuda abai kukumwa ye tutu omwano efansem ne hom. The Ghana Police Service commends the alertness and professionalism of the personnel on duty as well as the counter-terrorism team for their support in effecting the arrest and assures the public of our continued commitment to ensuring the safety and security of all persons and property within the Bono East region. Shaibu A. Sadiq Osei, DCOP Regional Commander, Bono East Region, wano ena nensashe krate ya siya, wamude krate aba, na chese emrantie as young as you are, wamuno muda screen sisui, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And wamabom humoding, emu 19, emu 24, emu 26, emu ahin 25 ni ade. Maka mutia boom ena moko robe pabobi papa ente say of ni hard and money a ubenkom kra no wokofa mmoi abenyen wo mu na ade sala kese enche sala kese beba na je ekunkum nwan ni ade wo modibi adi na mode mapam mu ye adwuma muntumi hwe mu nya adwuma granketenkete enti Bono East please command ye bom abaso so mo ya ade papa so motimi adele with this young guys na and serve as a deterrent to other people from going to repeat the same crime. Now, breaking news abano mu say nansentem ade bi be trend wa Ghana ha and a look alike and a look alike and a look alike. Na look alike adwuma na ebaye enipa 3 bi de no mo de jayo eno ni ye Kwame Eugene look alike can promise look alike ba ko so ka me refi na can promise look alike na sese aba beto dwa se abrante ne sese ate afa so wabodam Emma nebusianfo abefa no ede ne ko na ni nyina mu no wonipa ba ko a wo mo tenetene wo mo nsa e wo no so with regards to abrantie ne dambo no eye ajagoraja esanze na nsentem woni odifo ajagoraja benyinya back and forth bi ni ade ma yete se ajagoraja se wadome no eni ade ntense se wabodam de a ene na efri bebie efri nso de a na chese ajagoraja ho ene efri eba na one of the representatives wo mo ewo krodwem ha and obe breaking news ne ekire mu se de nsem ni sifa koye a ekese na no pe ya na ne papa be fa no e de na konesa branti de ne look alike ne yi social media agro de ya ama kese ahoma ne bia toche yinkoti ama ne bo wo nsem we mu
ko for you tie minim Robert me kan some natural minim can promise look alike wo ko for you na ene arawusam atie arawusam bidi mani hu ya yemeya boy no sebi o wabodam I'm me kind of fact be actual other say me eyewitness me viper me eyewitness aye be friend me am call ni kodi nkomo me na nam aye friend ne papa from Koforidua amama be fa brantena seka muko bo sa wo bo no o me go siri bi so wabo ko obi a wabo de obayi ni woni ba o bo a o kasemu o niema wo ye ena chese wo ye den o bodam. Okay, don't you think say drugs? What I say wanna make sure no enti yes you only obi o problem na me say can promise look alike and na me row wo ye yeah, the video where me na so na me interview and they say Ima so but to me I'm on see video na sorry audio na anka me happy What I say?
Hey, Adagraja, show you.
Very happy. Now I am a ya. What I say? I am a ya. Say Adiana, me see me eyewitness. DJ Viper, me see me eyewitness. I am a eyewitness. Abranti no me say Abranti we. Can promise me see any friend papa fiko for it dia. I didn't fuck her. I did taxi be fan no koi. Me rahuo. Anything I make catch you say. Mark my words. Say wonji adie bin dia. Don't condemn it. That's life. Unim de bia brabon tie. Unim de bia niema tie. Adie bia wonji ndi. Say me minji Ewrade ndi a make say Ewrade ni wo afa me ho. Obi say Ewrade ni wo tie. Obi say na bozum na uzum na bosu ye hu Ewrade da. Bosum no so ye hu ne da. E di say obi je bosum bi dia. Na obi je Ewrade dia. So hu ne da na say
Intino na chese amanebo a eba from King Promise look alike Robust aturenche mu atono no eno na yate mu nchiremu no na say the abrante no Kamia say he's not sane as he used to be again. Na nsem we koso no video of King Promise look alike abeto mountain so a fa nsem bi anano ada obeki kan ye ne ade binu mu chese ne kasa ene na fefa ena ne arenda no in the current state owo mu sisi a ye tete na utie amanebo na chese obi mu chire mu mani gani ena omu edi hu no a ni state no is not good at all. Now yebeko na yakwa akwhwe video of King Promise look alike Zabrante no dey. I'm just most of us know him. The picture that screens no eso and uhwemu na onwa na akwotwetwe nsem we de abre onwa nkasa ne ho. I mean looking at said the analysis and as a report ne eba no bibia edi adanse se onwa nkasa and the lifestyle be any ade any said na wo ye ne nema no. It wasn't really pleasant. But then, nipa ba kwa medical kan say yede asemi yede swano ajagraja onu no muchem se onim ho bi. Now yenko hwe video of abrante no emra yeba ajagraja nso aba be kasa de afa ensem we ho a we have a video kra na ajagraja ebo abrante dua ene ade nyina yeba yebeto aso
abwananka kwasiampani well on say Chris Wado chiro shege akra won hihye Chris Wado ye kwaku kwasia me se kwaku be no ne di wa unua akra unua mpo unua wo ne kwaku unua akra ne eku enti me woni meku a na den na aba wo oni meku a o ye settings na wo settings na wo ye no e wudi ne wo trim ye settings na ye no ye mani pasre ye settings na ye no ye mani pasre e mani pa energy pa wo settings na wo ye no e wudi wo trim ndo nipa boni pa ho ban unya yanka nipa kura sei na nkwa na oye yi wo asase we so that is how we want it sana open unya yanka nipa he just not feeling well when I'm feeling well no uni trust what me na me feeling well kwase me nim say yale for ma aboa nanka kwase mpani yafo kwase mo kwa ajagbaja ho kwampo na say okaka na adwene odidi matam kwampo mo timi tena life no so sere jimie say he just not feeling well when I'm feeling well no mo ajagbaja say woku na ntwie 1 week abeto me kwase ya unhu so oni tumi woku na ntwie mu a na me defini na ntwie kwase ya ko check spiritual room ehwe na ntwie ni ranka wo wodi de ntwie ya nipa de woda so kasa say boga njimi hu boga nye ne saa ho aboa nanka kwase mpani well on say Chris Wado chiro shege akra won hihye Chris Wado ye kwaku kwasea me se kwaku be no ne di wa unua akra unua mpo unua wo ne kwaku unua akra ne eku enti me woni meku a na den na aba wo oni meku a o ye settings na wo settings na wo ye no e wudi ne wo trim ye settings na ye no ye mani pasre ye settings na ye no ye mani pasre e mani pa energy pa wo settings na wo ye no e wudi wo trim ndo nipa boni pa ho ban unya yanka nipa kura sei na nkwa na oye yi wo asase we so that is how we want it sana open unya yanka nipa Hey, he just not feeling well. When I'm feeling well, no. Uni trust what me na me feeling well because me nim say yale for ma. Abuananka because
ya video wey na man for chemu say Robust and na second promise look alike na same way and na akotwetwe we nyina e dia brand because we share video na all fire Ajagraja say Ajagraja is certain money idea, but this is coming after Ajagraja has helped this guy before. Ajagraja ma branty we sika pain any idea enti say oba obeka so ye certain say na we di wuni idea dia na o patch say enti same way and Ajagraja ejina so a e wono nso e ka say ene wadome can promise look alike video no wo ho aye be kwa kwhwe bra Ajagraja chirimu ene wo kese ne nebusua de adien enya asem keto ye nhwembra
woni wasefo
come on
wo jade ku fam a
come on
no me brabo osun
enyo
how
come on
ababra say
come on enyo
amanie
enyo
eka
enyo
muso
enyo
yaw
enyo
o se be no ya satin what's the baby no yesterday? I have it, my mama have it, mammy. So, what? Sasama Karu, I am Kura. No, maybe we are to be a man in a muscle. Now, I didn't give me back to the feelings, sir. Now, so, what? O Jawa good ankra. Is only the same of the war. Obiasa in Waba. Sarasian Gano. Say, you see, Chini man or Bray. How that's for Bray. My dear child, I'm running for. Why not listen? Okay.
Abusia enti no Ajagraja so ne dia wo ye e de fa nsem abrante ne beto ye no de beto monten so no eni hu ye na bi che eye sa asem we ni se eye duabo yi ni ade edem se ama can promise look alike abodam enti ama for ebre e de omu hu agimu a utim se ebi no mo pacho e de ama Ajagraja abrante ne ni ade sa Ajagraja nye bibi mfa hu ni ade because eyare ho se a young guy asache no se be na brabo no ebesi as a result of dam any ade na utumuze TikTok honum na nso na chopan ebeko because ehwa no kotena ekoye sansem nyina yingo tiensem ni bia ebinumo ede atudwa about Robust ni issue yi eho
hwe bibia o do okan ye nyina miminim ana sisi aso me nso de ma no so ma pressure se me fa me hunyim but me oze Papa, if you pay the money or not, he will still come for you. As a man, he said he love and respect you both, but he should not. They will pay with the fufu money. Papa, if you support him, he will come and insult you.
Grace. Mama, Canada.
Vida. Bishop, stay in your lane. That guy's on grave. Yeah, not too when he's so. No, maybe oh, this is not the first time you're doing this. Oh, yeah, me fee. Masa, can't be me.
Kasa was me ba mate. Adechi ye na no akogina ho no ma start. No mo to a gift, no mo to lion. Na masema me kan ni ya na to ahyiegu. Me kasa o papa. Me kasa.
Okay, so say friend to no foka je ni say onyi ne hu free mo. And all the back can do operation me na men kasa. Okay. Me tin say e be chi na me ti anna so say ho hi o me chewo. Ti twa so. Ati me so me ye bi.
Me ni di life so me friend no. Say me man respect it me friend o bando. No say bra. Me ye life na me course. Me call ya na me start o se ka. Me start ya na ma bibia fraba me free Canada. And then Jimisa na nkwasiafo no ma fraba and a rider I your page si form and then you cannot tell him what to do. Bedi matem di bien se mi si form no se si form. Di omubi. Mo wai ma mi hu yanso opostu ma Grace.
Enti no na chese as a graduate chiremu a acheopa ne de ba pam amanfo kase wonye muni ade ono so chiremu a okanye na se Robert aswoden yese efutu nsa chire nipa ache ensonhwe na enti e ba na chese eye ajagraja ye Robert na busuanfo pese omukohu no na omosere ne ho bonifache na chese omutumi eje ne ba no because baby a na issue no ekeka kono eni eya yenyan so ajagraje chiremu dia asem no obedie mu dia ne woje nwan bako oha 100 cows ansana se bi obeda ne dam no e dia ma Kim Promise look alike a wadane no enti sanso dia ene mo bia ensi na so ye ho na se ni fie ho na na so ye ho nom so oba be pache titire ne papa sansa abofra ne ye no omo enhwe anka nkyere na fei eno mo be pa na chew yenkuti ajagraja ensem nemra
Promise look alike boy no do matem na okika can some phone madam wa bodam that Kofodia Central Hospital psychiatric unit no madam da busuan force omo ba be pa macho mi hiam wo me nchen da bi o kan kure tie nkomo na mi body yi tie nkomo muda se robo se busuan nia o be sima so ni fi so be pa macho so tu ni nan si wo so be pa chew nyanfo pon adeyam ye busuan ni be pa chew tie ni ye tie nkomo Kim Promise look alike boy ye fe no robust no madam Kim Promise look alike no wa bodam to edda Kofodia Central Hospital say yes psychiatric unit emuda ho madam wa wo se me boa no ko ho sisi e wo so oboa de ko ano peya no mo de koto emuda ho matisi se de busuanfo so mo be pa macho what is say na do e be ma si ho si ajabraja movement etie ko mo madam so ye be ma no na si on e busu so ma me ye papa no waginia na oni nyansa be di atem no kan kwasi asem sanity wo baba gi sika de wutimi hu nyansa etra kamre sanity adamas sanity o di matem die on kasa afen wo bodam o sa jabraja na mana bodam tu ba be oba o de si we na si o baba ye madam say abodam fo de be movement wo chen ye tren bodam fo o ma bodam chen ba no kure ebi bo chen menam ka chiro o mo ni be twa mu Kofodia me hono barrier na wo police fo no mo mi kwa ni mo sanity ja police fo no kwa na efe me man ka chiro mo say boy na bodam no apology no apology o se bi hwe sanity ampa uni nyame na me ye madam uni mo hwe madam number 2 mo so me poma chodia meji na ntwe makoma ko 100 sanity o be pa chodia edie me na be nkumbore eyewa edie o mutimi nya sa no ma me dia madam me no be ja de me ya ma bo na nso atem etie nkomo me see obebonati me see me na me ka chu madam obebo amanati ebe to da fe obo anti bi me na me ka chu etie nkomo
ajagraja na wakasa no enye sade a wakasa umfa mra no omantimi amfa mba de ne dam ne de wo bwa it's quite unfortunate edema Kim Promise look alike but we be ye adesua de ede ama mabuno a ba ni nyina now yeri ensem no enrada ebeto dwa say the NPP Ashanti Regional Chairman Chema untimi ejwada no na ye sentence no to 20 years in prison ya rehoa sebe ne spokesperson Dr. Palgrave de ababeto monten so se obetimi esisu pie esisu dua se Chema untimi akwakopie mu ewo nsawom ene convoy a efri tese Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho ekopie mu nsawom na se untimi enko ne betimi police a convoy ne sanse no ka se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne ne typhoid bi akwakopie mu ewo ensawom prisoner wo mo ekwakosra wuntumi 2 days in prison na ne ye besra we but ebi kire mu say enjoy while it last because ashase ne de we show concern the druba bia yini na etimi eyi yeni yenko na yenko hede koso ene
ba Dr. Bawumia mabwa bedu no ba ene so no awon keka ne nkomo no etesen afi chairman kra no wo mahunu ana
na odi kan tu eye afefo yi mu eye ona bu tumi ene eye kwedo ya bonu se o so mu de fie eye 20 years ene ekuku dama mo kan ewo edikan aba eye in prison in prayer aba be hwe eye omo nesie eye wuntimi nemu mami teso nipa abidua dua fie mu hanom eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eye honorable Fred Play enso ewo hanom eye honorable Afenu Marking our minority leader ono ku ewo hanom mino ka se eye mampum MP ora ampreachum ono so ewo hanom eye ayi we free and me is the regional party executive besides in some so executive and the omo pumping pa ewo hanom a almost omo kwa hwe eye chairman mutu bi na kasa me brand Dr. Bawumia and no mamu Afenu Marking eye party chairman omo ebi man tem omo insider in prepare one PMIM you want to change that want to meet him at it no near almost can call ya won't buy it say the people be papa pay and over share then ya will be every day a call a video who would fresh and I won't say what fire would crap now so ocean TV the TV the balance the security and it's very tight and what the and jump on Ibiama as a share send ya Tibiano at our hand, but in prepare no can say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, honorable Afenu Marking, a Kukudama, can be a woman PPD, insider, Su, and Omnipa, a year, honorable, can say, LPP chairman or work massing, a Gusu, Asian, a TBM, listening out.
Abusiana just Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene eyeyera Afenu Markins ene empanifo bi meka ho ena sabrede wo mo edensa hwe akopie mu ewo ensawom prison na wo mo ekosra chema wuntimi hu videos ni bia ekitaifo bi nso eka ho bie Ghana fo bebre a hye wo mo adwene wo hu chem se na abrochire sa ne ye no se yechi obi a party ni nyina ntimi koso wo mo kosra no ana party flag bearer ne kaso kosra nipa wadi boni a edina kotum like omo ntiase ne ade batutum se MPP for de ode wo mo a na ode asem na the same MPP muno Nansenya Betoja said the spokesperson and I said the communications director the Emma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no Dennis Miracle Abuache Yoko Foko Tebri no na Yoko Foko che no na a video of a dime bi twegu wo mbonte so mu kyeremu se NMPP for ba ba mu be 8 years nie na Dennis Abuaje Miracle akosi e dan kakraka esi ekropon we Eastern region na say 55 allegedly 55 million Ghana cedis e kasa afa ne nsa ase no nokra ni ade na odiska na kosi dan ekofa hin kosi he Miracles aba bebonten abekasa wokyem se ni nyina ntro nokra bi anim ena sika no kro mo ka no enye 55 million 5.2 million a wo mo yenhwehwemu de afa ho na sasem we ama anka ne yere kra esesa ne niema de afri aware ase na kyese iyokofo no ene amanfo bi ebemben yoko no asem a na ewo mu anke wo se wo mu kan mu anka ne sa na mu pese wo mu yeden wo mu ebu no edigumu now ye ba akotie nkyeremu a efi Miracle so de baaye a fa issue we nyina eho
cantonment wo no me dan na mesi no se wo me dan ni sika beto asase pe wo cantonment na wo so wo de ne beto asase wo cantonment ne wesi ni na me de no mesi ni se compound house wo hwe it se compound house wo na compound house ye no na mesi ni se compound house wo be poso
ebusuan asase so
one to asase no me to ye asase ne se busuan asase kra wo ni me busuan ade ba ko busuan asase wo ni se ye de cho kra tuaka
of course that's in
uni masase won sama won tiase
usi udai wo
me na me ka kire wo
if I usi a die our family lands right
yes what one ya beje fi wo mansem inte busuan asase se ye de cho kra tuaka na je ho krata na fansa esiso na be ye wo ne wo mbade ya so aja se into bi we ade ade beto social media now de yewe esisa wo kra no bisa won se na de nti na bia wo no se wo pe bia na wa ba usi o mountains wo no me wansase ne bebre David oba obi se wo be hu lands ne bi da yes when you come the lands are there meton me one penny for area one beton sase ne bi wo me ho e wo mountains wo into oba meton bia ma na wo so nkakran wo de da den esiso. But this one that you are as a dana some kind of hame. Who na dana ya to abawie 2024 na NDC for ni pay akoye odi obi ata even say. Do America, what's his name? Generally, you do be at me. I order two social media. No, yes, no, be said that I pass it. And I shall pass it. Then I say, pass it. Says he is your bonting. Indeed, that's not my issue. Obi dear, hammy. I want some night 3 wives. No. Send me what 3 wives are Kenya me. I can make you 2. But see, I mean the 3 wives are there to me. Let us Obi. No, say no. And when Nipa now can, you know. It is within your right to institute civil action. No, but they are all emanating from. It flows from your concerns. Obi aye no pe me no ka say ebusuafo ni ade nyina frɛ say na over 55 million na on come. What you say? So it's I think that they've done me a lot of disservice. That does not in any way take it away from the fact that we are discussing substantive issues, which I have always cooperated on those substantive issues. Endra Kramiko. So what you say, Andra, I was there. We are discussing substantive issues, serious issues that we are discussing. And I keep saying, some of these things, you know, you go for too. From my successor now, no what personal vendetta be and I just say, a queen be so or no say me buy me in it, be a woman buy a permanent job. A Jumana, you know, a Jumana, woman says, I'm a permanent, I'm money a permanent. Then, and I'll say, Mimi, you ready. I never sacked him. It's not true. He was employed on IGF. Me more than me employed in the proper civil service. Obi, how does it become a minister? I can give you evidence for you to read. Sometimes I am in private engagement in conversation. But when I gave you this job, you were happy and said, God bless me. Asempa FM. That will be the land ministry, dear. Yes, civil service, dear. Obefa civil service letter. You were happy and said, God bless me. So how do you say God bless me after you've come to pick your letter? And then you come and, you know, why do you do this? Yeah, Obi. Yeah, but what he did not be standard procedures, at least when you take over an organization and you feel, say, what will be I want to say, now we institute your friend is saying an audit into how the place was run. Why should that be a problem? Obi, you see, there's a difference between witch hunting. There's a difference between witch hunting. Yes. So, there's a fine line between witch hunting and audit in good faith. Say audit in good faith, and I will not be having this confusion. What kind of audit reports? Okay, do you see the gaps? In one breath, the audit report tells you, say, we cited no document. Yeah. Then the same breath, the same audit report on the same subject matter, say, after reviewing documents, the same audit report. Report, I will say, you cited no documents. You know? That same report will say, after reviewing documents for the same subject matter, I find that say is the issue. When who document about review documents? There are a lot of issues I can raise in this audit report. But again, like I keep saying, I am needless. What is important is the substantive matter that I am discussing with Yoko, which is the procurement processes and all of that of 5.2 million. Nothing more, nothing less. 55 million be any baby because organization ankasa me the report actually I'm a organization ankasa me ko mukra sika me kokoto ye e ba ne say na organization worth 33 million utumi we 55 million na say utumi san ye adwuma doesn't even make sense. Accountant here you were trying to use as a decoy to make it look like guilty by association. This accountant is not liable and not paying any 50. I've shown you all the documents. The accountant is paying 558,000 of something that he has owned up to. I don't know how the main no kaboom. It's unfair. Obi, see, I can say a democracy say near bay na. A bear tit for tats, a be out of me no. Obi for fraud. It may not be me, but Sani Pano or no trato. Also baby. Then where do we go from here? Like, why should you do that at all costs? At all costs, like I said, a queen beer some miracles and can anuntum. No be me to share to become anuntum money. Washa metie obi se metie. Me to become anutum would you say me to become anutum Debbie Obi nti niam and this for camp to more position me makakota niam mo de ye yen me no one na ba ha omo ba ha no mo keka nsem bebebe obi your position and this for being tete a friend say first class neighborhood in Ghana no mo ni kuro mo opposition no opposition for correct to meet that first class neighborhood what is obi ke bibi what is say ye